welcome you to this broadcast of girls varsity basketball on NKTelco Sports. We are at the Botkins Athletic Complex where the Coldwater Cavaliers will take on the Botkins Trojans. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Climate Technologies, Carriage Works, Great Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, Knoxville Supply, Pratt Industries, Winners Meats, and NKTelco. Bring you tonight's girls basketball game, an interesting matchup here in Botkins between the Trojans and the Coldwater Cavaliers. I'm Dave Helmstetter with Jeremy Kleiman. Take a look at these two teams. Cavaliers 2-2, Trojans with a 3-1 record as they come into tonight's play. And kind of an interesting matchup, and I guess we talked about it during the junior varsity game tonight. A contrast in styles. I mean, Botkins wants to get it out and go, and Coldwater, with one of the standout players in the area, and Miller, sometimes wants to be a little bit more patient and go inside.
Yeah, we talked about that too, Dave. We were looking through the numbers and looking at the stats coming in here. You know, the Lady Trojans, 93s in 4 games. You know, on the other hand, you have Coldwater, 48. But on the other hand, then you have Riley Rissmiller. They are going to her on the block a lot. She's going to play all over the place. She's not just a post player. She's going to play out there on the wing. She's going to try to attack the hole. They're going to go through her, and they're going to make it a little bit more methodical. Where the Lady Trojans, under coach Tyler Carson, are going to try to get up and down the floor in a hurry.
And there's one thing that's very obvious with the Botkins Trojans is the tempo of the game.
It's fast. It's fast, and they get out there. The last thing they probably want to do, if you look at their heights and stuff like that, and we talked about that earlier, 5'7", 5'5", 5'7". You know, you got Mulaney Maurer, the tallest one on the team, at 5'8". You know, you're running Camden Paul and Lydia Dietz out there, barely 5 foot. Don't get into a half-court game. Let's get up and down the floor. Let's have some fun, and let's go high octane with it.
And you look at the Botkins Trojans, and they have such a nice balance of scoring. Fitz, Paul, Dietz, Maurer, Flatfoot, and Dosey, all very competent scorers, can score at any time.
All 6 girls averaging over 4.5 a game, with the most being Dee Pitts at 8.5 a game. So, you look at that also. We talked about, lacking in height. Look at their rebounding averages. Anywhere from, for those 6 girls, anywhere from 2.5 all the way to Dee Pitts at 5'7", averaging 7.5 rebounds a game, Dave.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits. and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
And we'll have our introduction of our starting lineups here in just a moment, all brought to you by Emerson Climate Technologies. And, also another thing to talk about is, for the Cavaliers, we mentioned her, is Riley Rissmiller. When you take a look at her numbers, they're exceptional, and she's going to the University of Dayton to play basketball.
The young lady's a D1 recruit, averaging 17 and a half a game, 11 3/4 rebounds a game, 2.5 blocks. I mean, does it all day. She is what they run through. They run her offensively. Defensively, she's in there causing issues in the lane. You're not getting a free shot in the lane when you go in there. She's in there hawking around looking for things.
Number 15, starting lineup for the Cavaliers, Jenna Loigers. Number 15, Kelsey Seifring. Number 22, Becca Wenning. And number 23, a junior, Claire Steinke. And number 30, a player that we have been talking about, a senior at 6'5", Riley Rissmiller. And her head coach, Amy Myers. So it's Loigers, Seifring, Wenning, Steinke, and Rissmiller for the Coldwater Cavaliers. And now for the home team, Botkins Trojans. A little special effects before the introduction of the starting lineup for the Trojans. Coach Tyler Carson in his first year here at Botkins. 8 years as an assistant in the boys and girls programs at Troy High School. Always entertaining, isn't it, Jeremy?
Mr. Gutman, Ryan Gutman on there, always has a little extra special, something you come here and you hear about and, get an experience. It's a good deal.
There's Lydia Dietz, a senior, 5 foot. I'll tell you, the graphics are spectacular as well. I'm sure you can see them on our view here as well. There's a junior guard, Camden Ball.
They work on that in Coach Carson's class there. They have a media class that puts all that together in front of the green screen.
Melanie Maurer introduced the junior. It's pretty interesting with Maurer's graphic there. A
little Christmas spirit.
Spirit. She must be in the class.
Yes, she is.
For 10 is a junior, Janelle Flatfoot at 5'7". And number 11, a senior, Kennedy Dosick at 5'7", so it's Paul Dietz, Maurer, Flatfoot, and Dosick, the home team for the Botkins Trojans. And now let's take a look at our keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. First for the Coldwater Cavaliers, 2-2 on the season, 0-1 at back play. They lost to Minster. Keys to the game for the Cavaliers.
Coach Amy Meyer wants these young lady Cavaliers to take care of the basketball, rebound the basketball, and communicate on offense and defense.
And for head coach Tyler Carson's Botkins Trojans, 3-1, their keys to the game.
Box out, be physical, play pressure defense, play with tempo, and know where Rissmiller is at all times.
Those are our keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Cavaliers missed their first shot, outside attempt by the Trojans. No good as Dietz fires up the first 3 of the game. Botkins will have the basketball. Paul out front. Maurer in the wing. It goes inside. Shot rims in and out.
Coldwater in a 2-3 zone there.
That will be interesting, won't it?
Yeah, it will.
Kennedy Dosick guarding Loigers. They'll get it back over to Becca Wenning. Paul will guard her. And the wing, there's the 3. Shot is good. And Jenna Loigers, only 2 out of 12, I think, from behind the arc this year, connects on the 3. Trojans looking at that zone defense. Shot no good by Dosick. Up court quickly, looking for Rissmiller, but just a little bit too long, and that's a Coldwater turnover.
Coldwater probably getting in a little bit of a pace here they're not completely comfortable with right now. They've really extended that zone out there. There's a lot of area in the middle for Joe Dosek.
Paul with it. Loose inside. Back out Maurer. Shot no good. Rebound. That's going to come away to Wenning. Wenning up court. Ball's going to be tipped away, and here come the Trojans. Paul right side in the corner is Dietz. That's where the ball goes for the open three. Lydia Dietz. 8 out of 27, make it 9 out of 28 from behind the arc this season. We're tied at 3 on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Inside Rissmiller, the left-handed shot off the glass. Rissmiller's first bucket of the night. Paul will have it, handles the basketball. Dietz to her right. It's got to go to Maurer. Maurer's shot partially blocked there by Steinke. And here come the Cavaliers. Right side, Leugers. Inside, Rissmiller, number 22, Wenning shot a little bit short. Trojans will have it. Open. Dietz, shot too strong. Wenning with the rebound. Wenning will handle it. Paul on her. Rissmiller at the free throw line. Back over to Wenning. Wenning running right-handed shot off the glass. 7-3.
They bring Rissmiller up to that high post action. They run people going back door. She can see right over the top of everybody. And they clear out that bottom end for her, and Wenning took advantage of that with a layup.
Inside it goes to Plattfoot. It'll come back out. Maurer will have it. She'll shoot the three. Shot right off the front of the iron. Scrap for the rebound. We got a whistle. Foul is going to be on Camden Paul, the 5-foot junior.
Substitution into the game for Coldwater, number 3, Emma May, and number 13, Maya Knapke.
Maya Knapke and Emma May will come in to the lineup for substitutes.
Janelle Plattfoot's the one who's drawn the assignment of Garling Riley Rissmiller.
Let's see, Plattfoot, what, 5'7"?
5'7".
That's her first,
giving up 10 inches.
4:14 to go, first quarter action from the Botkins Athletic Complex. Girls basketball here on NKTelco Sports. Interesting MAC Shelby County Athletic League matchup here from Botkins. Back over to Dietz. Out front it comes to Maurer. Paul will shoot the three. Fifth three of the season for Paul.
Camden's the one that Coach Carson would probably like to see get going offensively a little bit. Struggling here out of the gate this year a little bit, but now I'd like to see her get going.
Maurer almost had the steal. Would have been an uncontested basket probably. Rissmiller back out front. Over to the left side, Leugers. Tell you what, Jenna Leugers looking pretty good for the Cavaliers from that spot.
2 for 2 from outside there tonight, right there on the wing.
That could be a major difference in this one. Inside it goes as Plattfoot's pass to the outside goes out of bounds, and 10-6 our score.
I think Janelle was a little unsure there. She knew she had Lydia Dietz set up on the wing there, but she also had Kennedy Dosek down there in that low block area, and I think she, right at the last second, thought about going to Kennedy Dosek in that low block area and ended up throwing it in no man's land.
So we've got Emma May is down low this time. Number 23, Clara Steinke, has it out front. May with it. Goes to the right side and Wenning. Wenning looks inside. She'll find Steinke. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound, Pitts. Pitts will bring it up across the timeline. Looks to her left. Over to Maurer. Paul has it now. Top of the arc. Back over to Pitts. Pitts looks inside. Finds the corner in Maurer. Maurer back out to Paul. We're coming up on the 2.5-minute mark. Paul into the lane, back over to Pitts.
That high post right here in this 2-3 defense that's really extended out, you can do a lot of damage right in there. You can either take the shot or you can cross it. You can kick it right across to the other wing for a shooter. Or if you attack the basket, you can get those low post drop-offs, especially with Rissmiller out of the game.
That'd be a great opportunity for Delana Pitts.
I agree. I think that's the lady that Coach Carson's putting in there right now, letting her attack the basket.
Early going of this one, first quarter action. Coldwater with a 4-point lead as Plattfoot works the baseline. Comes back out to Maurer. Maurer will get the pass. Looks inside Pitts.
Good
nice move. Shot doesn't
under.
go. And rebound comes down to the junior, Emma May. Quickly up court, the Cavaliers go. Kelsey Seifring is going to lose the ball. Maurer has it. That'll be a foul on Seifring.
Good defense. Great hustle there by Janelle Plattfoot, cutting down the lane, getting in front of the post player, and knocking that away.
First, 18 second. Checking back into the game for the Trojans, number 11, Kennedy Nosek. And in for the Cavaliers, number 4, Gemma Ligers, and number 30, Riley Rissmiller.
So the Cavaliers are going to return to their starting lineup.
And really extend that zone all the way out to half court.
Dietz will have the basketball. Try to go inside the lane, Maurer. Paul working it inside. Boy, there you go. Paul go up against Rissmiller.
That'd be great. I'm not sure Camden's going in there with the intent to shoot, that's for sure. She's just merely dribbling around in there.
Ball kind of sneaks inside there. There's the outside jumper. Maurer will connect.
Mulaney 1 for 4 here. That's her first shot she got to fall. Good look right there at the elbow.
Maurer with the made shot. Short jumper. Shot does not go for Steinke.
The Lady Trojans, 7 minutes into this game, so far have done a nice job keeping Riley Rissmiller off the boards, even though they are severely, limited heist-wise against her. But there, too, you notice right off the bat, there's 2 people boxing out on her. Joe Dosek and Janelle Plattfoot were both trying to find her, and they were just basically using 2 against 1, and somebody's running free out there for Coldwater.
Mulaney Maurer with the basketball back over to Lydia Dietz. Lydia Dietz left side. With it now is Plattfoot. Inside Dietz's pass goes. Dosick has it, pushes it back out.
Kennedy with the right idea there.
Just need to move the basketball against this zone defense. And like you said, Jeremy, they overextended. Got some good athletes out front and trying to use them. As Pitts' shot is blocked. Rissmiller will block it, will deflect the pass, and here come the Cavaliers. 10-8, Coldwater with the lead here as we come into the final seconds of quarter number 1.
Notice they got 1 in front and 1 on the backside on Rissmiller there on the block. Mulaney Maurer was coming her offensive player was in the corner.
Let's see if Botkins can take advantage of the turnover for the lead. Got it. Mulaney Maurer ends the first quarter in dramatic fashion. Botkins 11, Coldwater Cavaliers 10. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We are certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
Mulaney Maurer with a big shot, Jeremy. She took a step back and fired one up from long range.
From the volleyball line, that's a big hit for her right there. Put the Lady Trojans at 3 for 7 from 3 here in the first quarter, Dave. 7 out of their 12 shots have been threes. On the other hand, you got the Coldwater Cavaliers have taken 5 shots so far. They're 4 for 5, very methodical. Their problem is they're turning the basketball over a little bit too much for the Lady Cavaliers.
There's Dosig's shot, no good. Rebound is going to come down to Seifring. She'll bring it up court quickly. Double teamed right in front of the Botkins bench. Trojans will come up with the ball and timeout Botkins. It's going to be a 30-second timeout with 7:31 to go.
That's their first charge.
First timeout.
30-second timeout.
Coach Tyler Carson wanted to keep possession of that one after the good defense, and Trojans will inbound it. It should be right in front of the bench there. I'd like to remind you that tonight's game brought to you by Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Climate Technologies, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Pratt Industries, Winners Meats, and NKTelco. I'll bring you tonight's game and timeouts tonight. This one especially brought to you by Precision Strip. Mulaney Maurer with the basketball. She'll go to the left side. Platteville will have it. Back out to Paul. Platteville over to the corner and Maurer. Maurer inside to Pitts. Pitts going to try and make a move, but she'll push it back out. Trojans going to be patient. Maurer, back of the iron, no good. Jenna Loigers up court. Over to Wenning. Wenning kicks it across to Steinke. They'll put it back out to Seifring, and the Cavaliers will run their offense. Find themselves down by a point.
Kennedy Dosek and Janelle Plattfoot have done a tremendous job so far on Riley Rissmiller. If you notice there's Kennedy Dosek giving up quite a few inches.
Back on Wenning, connects on that shot. Wenning comes into tonight's game averaging 7.3 points. She's got 4 here in the early going. Inside Dosek, she'll just hand off to Maurer, but there's Rissmiller with the block. Here comes Steinke across the timeline, looks to the left and Seifring. Seifring will stay in the wing. Rissmiller at the free throw line. Short jump shot there by Loigers, and she'll draw the foul.
There's room to get into the middle of that zone down there for the Trojans, but what they got to understand is when you get in there, it's not your shot. You want to bring Rissmiller to you and then dump it to somebody cutting on the other side. Maurer found out the hard way there. 6-foot Rissmiller there just swatted that out of the air quickly.
At the line for Coldwater, number 4, Jenna Loigers.
Loigers at the line.
Into the game for Coldwater, number 3, Emma
5 out of 7 from the free throw line coming into tonight's contest for Loigers, as she'll hit them both. 7 out of 9 for the season and 8 points already for Loigers.
Great start for her.
Paul open for the 3, shot no good. Rebound to May. 14-11. Coldwater on that First National Bank, first scoreboard with a 3-point lead. Loigers, top of the key. Wenning looks inside. There's Rissmiller. Double team. Triple team. Took the extra step, and off the bench comes Claire Steinke. The junior for Coldwater will come in, and Rissmiller will come out.
Kennedy Dosek there got her to bump into her once and then kind of pulled the chair on her a little bit. She kind of backed out, and when she went for that next bump, Kennedy wasn't there anymore, and she shuffled her feet.
With the ball is Paul. She'll handle it. Sneaking into the lane. Kicks it back out. Dietz open. Got it. Lydia Dietz. We're tied at 14.
2 for 4 tonight from 3 right now for Lydia Dietz.
Maurer will return to the lineup here in just a moment for Botkins. Foul and at the free throw line there. It's going to go against Pitts.
Elena Pitts, that's her first, and team's third.
Elena Pitts is first, team's third. Pitts will go out. 5:13 to go here. Second quarter action from Botkins. Short jump shot off the glass. It'll rim out by Leugers. That might be the only thing she's missed here in the first half.
It's her first miss on the evening. Great start for the young lady.
Flat foot in, brings it out front. Dietz back over to Paul. Paul goes into the lane. Gets it back out to Dosick. They'll work it to the corner and Dietz. Dietz double dribble. I think she thought there was a deflection there, but not the case. 4:46.
Trojans going 5 out there, and then aren't they, Dave? It looks like they have 5 out, and they're just trying to cut and pass through the middle. Kind of almost a man offense a lot of times, but just trying to run cutters through the middle of the lane.
Now they're getting the looks from the three if they wait a little bit with the passing game. They get Dietz and Paul and set pretty good in the lanes.
And that's what, we talked earlier, Dave, about them playing borderline high octane, taking a lot of threes. They don't take bad looks at them. They're open looks. I mean, sometimes the high percentage one's the one that happens in a hurry.
Cavaliers turn it right back over as Dosick with the steal. There's Paul. Right there's an example.
Yep.
Wide open. And Camden Paul will connect it. Coldwater says they'd like a timeout. 30-second timeout. Botkins takes the lead. 17-14 with 4:21 to go here in the first half of play. And the Botkins Trojans just doing a nice job of shooting from outside. I'd like to remind you that tonight's game will be replayed on NKTelco Sports on Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Replays for tonight's game Thursday, December 15th at 9 p.m. and Sunday, December 18th at 5 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. What do you think Coach Meyer is thinking with that timeout with 4:21 to go in the half?
Well, you got to believe that right now she has Rissmiller on the bench. So how are we finding shooters? Because right now the Trojans on the wings are wide open, and the Coldwater's not handling this little press that Coach Carson came out with real well.
And that foul is going to go against Kelsey Seifring.
That foul called Coldwater, number 15, Kelsey Seifring.
Trojans with the turnover.
So far, Dave, the Trojans are led in scoring by Paul, Dietz, and Maurer with 6, 6, and 5. But a young lady who has had a huge impact on this game, and you got to love what both of them are doing. Kennedy Dosak and Janelle Plattfoot are keeping things in front of them defensively down here, doing a great job.
Camden Paul sneaks inside. Nice shot by the junior. 19-14. 5-point lead. I believe this is the largest lead of the night. It's going to go out of bounds and be a freshman for the Cavaliers.
And back in for Coldwater, number 4, Shannon Ligers.
Maurer back into the lineup for Botkins. 3:35 to go here in the first half. Tipped out of bounds there by Becca Wenning.
Coach Carson's team, we talk about things that, as they've developed in this young team, they went 4 years with having Carmen Euchre at the point. And, you talk about missing something. I'll bang my gavel that she's the greatest player ever put that jersey on from Botkins. That young lady could get it done. These young ladies are trying to figure it out here.
Paul's shot is short. Rebound to MMA. And Carmen playing extensively for John Carroll in her freshman year.
Real good minutes running the point up there.
Maurer with the rebound. Up to Paul. Dietz thought about it. Back over to Paul. Trojans being patient with that three, and Paul gets a good look at it and rolls home. They didn't take the first one. They got a better look at the three, and they hit it. 22-14. There's the steal. Botkins creates another turnover. Paul thought about it. Maurer will get it over to Pitts. Pitts looks inside. There's the feed. Shot is going to be blocked as Janelle Flatfoot slipped inside, took the shot. She'll draw the foul.
That's a perfect example right there. If you attack the zone, Dee Pitts took 2 dribbles at that lady, and Janelle was coming from that other side on a 45 cut and found her right in there. Got the foul, going to the free throw line. Good cut by Janelle and good find by Dee.
And the free throw by Flatfoot is good. Her first point of the night. And the lead now at 9 points. And the Trojans can make it double digits, and they do. 10-point lead with 2:28 to go. And Coldwater's going to take a timeout. Our score, Botkins 24, Coldwater 14. You are watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
We are here, and here, and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Unpack your potential with a career at Pratt Industries. Working at Pratt Industries is more than a job. It's a sustainable career.
Pratt Industries to me is a job. It's my career. It's the way I put food on my table, but I love what I do.
We offer competitive pay, excellent benefits, and opportunities for career advancement. To apply, visit careers.prattindustries.com.
Coldwater forced to take the timeout. They find themselves trailing by 10 points, and Rissmiller comes back into the game. This big run that Botkins had, some great shooting, but Rissmiller was pretty much on the bench, Jeremy.
Yeah, she has, and surprisingly, Dave, the young lady Trojans have done a great job on her. She's only taken 1 shot so far in the game.
And Coldwater will have the basketball.
It's pretty evident what was talked about in the timeout, though. They went right into her right there on the block.
Rissmiller misses the shot. Trojans with the rebound. Maurer back over to Paul. Camden Paul into the lane. Back over to Dosick. Back out to Dietz. And working to set the three up. Maurer's over to the right side. Here comes Paul inside. She'll take the shot and get the goal. Camden Paul is having quite a first half of basketball. 13 points.
Coach Carson this week was talking about Camden. He loves Camden's energy and defensively. You know, we talked about last year Carmen Euchre, and her and Camden were probably 2 of the best defending front lines there are, backcourts there are. And she's just been struggling to knock down some shots. Well, she's kind of fixed her problem here this week.
Steinke with it, gets it to Leugers. Leugers goes inside, pushes it back out to MMA. Back inside to Leugers off the glass, and she'll draw the foul. That'll go against Kennedy Dosick. 1:35 to go here in the first half of play. It's been a half that has been, well, the second quarter has been dominated by Botkins.
Camden Paul with 11 points in the quarter, Dave.
Excellent play from Camden Paul.
Number 20, Reagan McFerrin, and number 12, Delaney Pitts.
A couple of subs for both the two teams. Pitts will return to Botkins' lineup. Regan McFerrin will come in for Botkins.
Reagan had 6 or 7 points in the JV game there and knocked down a 3, so Coach Carson just bringing in another shooter off his bench from the JV team.
Paul. Rissmiller in front of her. They'll move it back out. Pitts. Cross court to Paul. She'll pull that one in.
Coldwater's now in a man. They went out of the zone. The Trojans just shot them out of the zone lately.
Flatfoot. Back over to Paul. This time the shot doesn't go. Rebound comes down to May. Boyers up court. May in the wing. Left side. She'll shoot the three. Got it. Emma May. I got her coming into tonight's game 1 out of 9 from behind the arc. So only her second made three. Clock coming down to the final 30 seconds. Trojans are going to pull it out a little bit, or at least Camden Paul will. Back over to Janelle Flatfoot. Mulaney Maurer with it. Mulaney handling near the timeline. Back over to Pitts. Clock coming up on 15. First national scoreboard reads Botkins 27, Coldwater 18. Tipped away there by Becca Winnie.
Substitution back into the game. For the Trojans, number 11, Kennedy Dosick.
Dosick will come back in.
Number 3,
Fearon will go out. Dietz will come in, and Pitts will come out, so they get an extra 3-point shooter. So let's see what happens. Dietz. Paul. Clock at 5.
Tried to run that cross screen for Lydia.
Running right-hander, no good. Rissmiller with a rebound. First half is history. Our score, Botkins 27, Coldwater 18. You are watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Whether you do business from a corner store or a corner office, there is one asset your business cannot do without: the internet. Everything from sales and marketing, training and shipping, PR, HR, and R&D, your business relies on a fast, reliable, and secure connection. And now, it's more important than ever to partner with an internet provider you can trust. Get Flight Fiber for Business, backed by local tech support from NKTelco. Call today.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Just moments away from the start of our second half here tonight. Coldwater and Botkins in girls basketball. And boy, what an interesting first half. We started dissecting some statistics here, Jeremy. And Cavaliers down by 9. Botkins really had a great second quarter.
Trojans 9 for 22 from the field, Dave, there in the first half. 6 of 13 from 3 for 46% from the field. 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Shot the ball really well. Only had 3 turnovers, 4 rebounds. And we were like, man, that's not good for them. That's not necessarily the case because the Coldwater Cavaliers have taken 9 shots.
That's almost hard to believe.
Unbelievable. They're 66%, but they've only taken 9. 6 for 9. Riley Rissmiller, 1 for 2 for 2 points on the game. Has more blocks than she does shots.
See, it's one of those games where that three-point shooting is just so, well, it's dominant.
Yeah, dominant. Now, part of that, Dave, is Coldwater struggling to get Rissmiller the ball. They're fronting and back, playing in front and behind her, and they are sandwiching her, and they are being physical with her. Kennedy Dosek and Janelle Plattfoot have done a tremendous job. I know Camden's got 14 points, but hats off to those two young ladies because they are getting it done defensively out there.
And Coldwater will have the basketball to start the second half in our third quarter. Steinke to the baseline, up and in. Coldwater's good shooting continues, and Botkins lead now 7. And with a team that shoots a lot of threes, you get a little concerned about the cool-off factor. And the ball is going to be on the baseline. It's going to be a turnover by Botkins. Steinke will inbound it. Trojans just applies straight-up pressure. Becca Wenning.
Man-to-man with Camden Paul.
Wenning back over to the left. Steinke. Short jumper up and in. That's something we hadn't seen in the first half from Coldwater. Steinke scores. Dietz's shot no good. Rebounds could have bounced down to Loigers. Loigers across the timeline. Back over to the left side and Steinke. Wenning shoots the three, no good. Rebound, Kelsey Seafring. Seafring guarded closely by Dosick. They'll get it back out. Lob goes into Rissmiller. Backside help, and that creates the turnover. Paul's not going to be able to chase that one down. Well, she does chase it down. Only problem is it's in the hallway.
Substitution back into the game for Coldwater, number 3.
Starting off the second half here, the Lady Trojans putting a lot of emphasis on Riley Rissmiller, and Claire Steinke has found her way to the hole both times for open looks from real close. And then Becca Wenning was loose on the wing there, wide open for a three.
Coldwater with the basketball. They trail by 5, trying to put some pressure on the Trojans as Coldwater will work without their big center, Riley Rissmiller.
She went down awkward there on that last possession, Dave, after that shot.
Seafring with it, top of the key. Ball gets to Wenning. Steinke is over to the right. They'll go inside to Loigers, playing inside. Shot doesn't go. And Maurer with the rebound. Mullaney with it back over to Plattfoot. Shot no good. Rebound comes down to the Cavaliers and Kelsey Seaford.
Botkins number 5, Mullaney Maurer. That's her first.
Mullaney Maurer with the foul. Trojans trying to trap.
We talked about the Trojans shooting so well in the first half. These first couple shots seem a little bit forced for the Trojans.
Out of bounds, Botkins basketball.
Ball is going to go out of bounds off the Cavaliers. So Coldwater scores the first 2 baskets here in quarter number 3. Botkins looking to put their first points up. There's inside the ball. Nothing like a layup to cure your offensive woes.
Coldwater started off in that 2-3 back at the beginning, and then the Trojans kind of shot them out of it. Now they're in man, and that was kind of giving the Trojans fit there in the first to start the quarter.
Dosick talking about defense, Jeremy. Dosick with a big steal and draws the foul.
Number 15. Kelsey Seafring, that's her third, and team's first.
And Seafring will have 3 fouls. It's not a deep Coldwater squad, so that's a situation to watch. Maurer handling the basketball. Plattfoot for 3. Janelle Plattfoot. She's got 5 as she joins the 3-point club for the Trojans here tonight. Wenning back over the left side, and May will shoot it up three. She hit one earlier in the second quarter. Pitts is going to bring it up court. She's going to go into the lane and try to put it off the glass. Gets her own rebound. Pushes it back out to Paul. Maurer goes inside to Pitts. Pitts tips it out. Shot was partially blocked, and it'll come back out to Dosick. Pitts will handle it. Flat foot. Defense there by May, and she'll take it away, and that's a Botkins turnover. Trojan lead back to 10.
3 on the quarter there for the Trojans so far on 3 turnovers, Dave.
Paul is going to tip it out of bounds.
With the pressure Camden Paul puts out front, it's just really never easy and comfortable for a guard out there. No matter where they're at. She's handsy, she's strong, physical, and quick. They're not, Coldwater's guards are just not completely comfortable when she's out there on them, picking them up 50-some feet from the basket.
Emma May with the basketball. Back over to Seaframe. Rissmiller has it now as she returns to the Cavalier lineup. She'll handle it out front. Guarded there by Platfoot. May, top of the key, over to the left side. Becca Wenning looking inside. Mia Kanapke, a freshman, playing down low. Rissmiller on the other side. Double team. They'll push her back out. They get it inside to Rissmiller. Foul this time is going to go on Kennedy Dosick.
You get the feeling that they're just going to start forcing it to her down there. They got to get her involved if they want to get going in this game.
Nice tip back by Rissmiller, and Wenning will put up her own rebound shot and score. Cavalier bench, pretty obvious they're hoping that's the sign of good things.
That's her third and team's third. Checking back for the Trojans, number 2, Camden Paul.
Becca Wenning at the free throw line.
And after that for Coldwater, number 22, Becky Wenning.
Into tonight's game at the free throw line. Left-handed shot is good. And the lead is at 7 points.
We'll see how that could be a big deal right there, Dave. Kennedy Dosick picked up her 3rd foul. Picked up 2 of them real quick there on that last possession. She's been the one who's been guarding Rissmiller the most. We'll see if that has an effect of how the Lady Trojans are handling Riley Rissmiller down there on the block.
Wenning picks up her first for Coldwater. 3:11 to go here, 3rd quarter. Maurer. Whistle in the backcourt, and Wenning is going to get her 2nd foul in a matter of seconds. Janelle Platfoot will inbound it right at the scorer's table. Paul runs the cut inside, but it's going to come back out to Mulaney Maurer. Dietz cuts to the basket. Maurer comes into the lane against Rissmiller. Back out to Dietz for 3. Good look. Shot doesn't go. Wenning with the rebound for the Cavaliers, and Pitts will tip it out of bounds.
Substitution back into the game for Coldwater.
2:48 to play in the 3rd quarter. And got a whistle as a sub.
And number 23, Claire Steinke.
Coming in, Claire Steinke coming back in. This is one of these points in every game. End of the 3rd quarter as you move on. Both teams a little sluggish maybe. Whoever picks up the momentum about right now is going to set themselves up for a final 8 minutes. Let's see what develops inside. And foul's going to go on Dietz.
That foul's going to Botkins, number 3, Lady Dietz. That's her first, and team's 4th.
Choke ball.
Well, Dave, you have 2 teams here who basically have about a 7-man rotation. And so here we are. They've been playing pretty quick up and down the floor. Coldwater gets a little methodical offensively, but the Trojans are causing havoc out front out there. Lydia Dietz, a one-man wrecking crew on defense out there.
That time the possession arrow favors Botkins.
Not going to lie, I thought she didn't foul the first time she got the foul. That one, she just tackled
That's what I was
going to
say, too. That's exactly what my thought was. She didn't foul the first time, but you might have fouled that time.
I think she knew it because she came up smiling.
Yeah.
Backdoor cut, good look. Just missed it.
Steinke come up with the ball. Here come the Cavaliers. Down by 7. Looking to get it inside to Riley Rissmiller. Moves her feet. And off the bench, Mulaney Mauer.
I think Rissmiller's struggling a little bit with the double teaming and triple teaming that's coming in there because she's not quite sure where it's coming from because it's coming from anywhere. They just collapse. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's 2 or 3 girls. It's a full-on sellout by the Trojans here when she gets the ball on the block.
Dosick has it out front. We're under 2 minutes to go on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Dietz, she'll fire the 3 up. It's going to go out of bounds. Looking right into the eyes of Rissmiller. And there is quite a height difference between Lydia Dietz and Riley Rissmiller.
Lydia genetically's got a little fire to her, so she probably was really into that moment.
It'll be tipped out of bounds by Camden Fall. We are at 1:41 on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard.
Dave, I bet we can't count on both our hands how many times Camden Paul's got her hands on the ball there when those guards. They're going to get her over the back.
Rissmiller missed the first, got her rebound. Foul will go against Rissmiller. That's only her first. She's going to come out.
She's frustrated right now, I think, Dave. This is a moment to give her a moment to think a little bit.
Minute 30 to go. Third quarter. 7-point lead for Botkins. Pitts will have it out front. Looks to move into the lane. Back over to Plattfoot. Ball in the corner. Plattfoot will have it. Trojans, they'll work to get that good 3 or the easy shot inside. Dietz, there's the trying to sneak it inside. Bounces back to Plattfoot. Shot doesn't go, and Jenna Loigers comes up with a rebound. She'll push it up court. Gets it to Knapke, who puts it up and in. And Coldwater now is 5 points away from the Trojans. Mauer takes that extra step.
Right idea there. She didn't get that ball down. When she caught it, she wasn't 2-footed. She was 1-footed kind of on a walk. A lot of times you're going to see that, especially when you're going opposite direction where you're coming from.
Cavaliers in trouble as they work up against that Botkins press.
They're trapping the corner up here now.
They'll pull it out somehow. From the corner is Loigers. Shot no good. Not the greatest shot in the world there as the clock is at 24 seconds.
Yeah, I think, like you said there, Dave, with 24 seconds to go, it seemed like she wasn't really balanced when she shot it and had kind of made up her mind before that. And 24 seconds, you could have got a better one. You're down 5 here. This is where it's issues for the Trojans. Back to that tip back again.
One more time and Wayne will score. Well, they collapse 2 players on Rissmiller as Paul fires it up. Shot no good. Trojans will chase it down, but there's 13 seconds left, so Cavaliers can cut further into this one. 3-point Botkins lead. Rissmiller back over to Loigers. There's going to be a foul. It's going to go against Dietz. Coldwater slowly climbing back into it. Boy, they were down by a substantial amount, double figures here throughout tonight's game.
They were down 30-20 at one time, Dave.
As Knapke at the free throw line, the freshman gets the roll. 2-point difference.
Substitution back into the game for Coldwater.
Seifert comes in for Wenning.
Canapke got 3 on the quarter for 2, and now she's got her free throw, another one to come.
Emma May comes in, and Rissmiller will go out. Canapke connects. 1-point difference. Camden Paul fires it up. No good. Third quarter is over our score as we move on to quarter number 4. Botkins 32, Coldwater 31. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Fourth quarter, Botkins will have the basketball, and their double-digit lead has been trimmed to only 1 point as we begin the final 8 minutes of play. 32-31, Botkins on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Bauer, 15-footer, got it.
Good start for the Lady Trojans. After the third quarter, they were only 2 for 10 from the field and 1 for 6 from 3 with 5 turnovers, Dave. A little sloppy for the Trojans there in comparison to the Coldwater Cavaliers. 4 for 12 from the field, 0 for 3 from 3, and 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
Paul will get the rebound. Good boxing out by Botkins. He'll come down court quickly. Dosey out front. Maurer, three-pointer. And Flatfoot dives for it, not able to get it. Rissmiller and Winning will come back in.
I don't think that was quite the shot. Coach Carson didn't look excited about that shot right there. I think he wanted to try to work it around. They're getting a lot of good looks in the corner, especially when they penetrate. And I think that was just kind of a flat-footed 3 there by Mulaney.
Coldwater Winning with the basketball. Paul on her. Inside it goes. Turnaround jumper is good by Jenna Loigers. Loigers into double figures with 11. Maurer up court. Paul with the basketball into the lane. Make that platform. They push it out to Dietz. Rebound will come down to Loigers. Loigers up court. Steinke, short jumper is good. There's 6:32 to go here in the game. Coldwater has taken a 1-point lead. Dietz in the corner. Rissmiller on her. She'll fire the 3, no good. Seifring with the rebound. And that foul's going to go on Lydia Dietz.
Dietz, that's her third, and he's 6th. Checking back into the game for the Trojans, number 12, Delana Pitts.
Delana Pitts will come back into the lineup.
A little bit of a frustration foul from Lydia there, struggling to get her shot to go down here since the second quarter. She's 0 for 5 in this half from 3. She's had some pretty good looks.
Winning double team. Paul will come up with the ball. Will be fouled. Took a good one to the face. That'll be on Loigers. Yep.
That's what Coldwater's number 30.
We'll make
Riley
it
Rissmiller, that's her second.
30. That's exactly Rissmiller. Maurer. Back over to Paul. Pitts has it. Rissmiller on her. Back over to Paul. Paul wants to go inside. Gets it back over to Flatfoot. Pitts, top of the key. Dosick over to the baseline. Tried to dump it off to Dosick, but Jenna Loigers takes it away. Loigers, dogged by Pitts. Back over to Rissmiller. Thought about shooting it. Here comes the shot from Wenning. Shot no good, and Pitts gets the rebound. 5 minutes, 24 seconds to go. Flatfoot. Shot doesn't go, but Pitts is there. Pushes it back out. Make that Flatfoot. Bauer had that earlier rebound, and Flatfoot hits the jumper as we've got a break in the action, but Botkins up by a point.
Good hustle play by Dee Dee Pitts right there, and then she found Janelle Flatfoot, spotted up from about 15 foot right there at the elbow. Good job.
Dietz will come in, and Flatfoot will go out and catch a breather at the 5:10 mark. Kanapke back in for Coldwater. They'll get it up to Wenning. Wenning to the center of the court. Back over to Steinke. All the way over to Kanapke. Ball on the floor. Double teamed. Back out to Loigers. Loigers looks inside, finds Kanapke. Wants to move it in along that baseline, but he'll have to get it back out to Loigers. Loigers, 10-footer. Gets the roll. Boy, that's a tough shot to make.
She's kind of floating baseline there. Deep on the baseline and right almost behind the rim. Nice move by Dee Dee Pitts. Cross
Pitts with the basket. First basket of the night comes at the right time for the Trojans. They go back up by a point.
Came in averaging 8.5 a game, Dave. That's her first shot, their first make on the night.
Missed free throw. Pitts had the rebound. It's going to go off the curve. Coldwater will inbound it.
Substitution checking back in for the Cavaliers, number 30, Riley Rissmiller.
Rissmiller. Ball and Flatfoot are going to be on her.
Number 3, Emma May.
Emma May comes back in for the Cavaliers. Let's see what the Cavaliers do this time. They've been lobbing it into Rissmiller. This time they go to the corner and Kanapke. Shot no good.
Great check out.
I was just going to say it. Great blocking out by the Trojans, and Loigers will have the ball go off her, and Botkins has it. 1 point lead.
The Cavaliers have come alive here in the second half. They weren't, I wouldn't say real energetic in the first half, Dave. They're much more physical, much more active with their hands here in the second half, and they've cut that lead from 10-1 here, and, after just taking the lead just a minute ago.
Paul will have the basketball back over to Dietz. Paul has it again.
Coldwater in a man-to-man. I think the Trojans thought they were in a zone there again.
Trojans with the basketball. We're coming up on 3.5 minutes to go. Dietz inside. Back over to Bauer.
Nice job being very patient by the Trojans. They've been playing up-tempo all time. Give and go.
Bauer.
Good action. Oh.
Rissmiller will clear it. Bauer had the look. Shot doesn't go. And the Cavaliers turn it over. Boy, on offense, Botkins had the look.
They did.
That shot.
They went right in there. That's that Princeton action they go to, sometimes called chin. They had Janelle at the top. They got it to her, and right away, once she got it, Delaney went back door. Janelle gave her a nice little handoff pass, a little dump pass, and just overshot it just a little bit.
Bauer will bring it up court. Wenning defending against her. Bauer all the way. Shot doesn't go. Rebound to Steinke. Wenning. One bounce pass to Loigers. Looks at Kanapke in the corner. Kanapke puts it on the floor. Looking inside for Rissmiller. Loigers will get it there. Triple team. Back out and around, and Steinke open, but she'll take the step. That's a turnover. And I think the Coldwater bench thought it was going to be a chance for a three-point play. It's a Cavalier turnover as Pitts will go out.
It's the right idea there. They swung that low. They had a triple team on Rissmiller. She swung it out. They kicked it all the way around to the baseline.
Got a good one here on NKTelco Sports. Here in the fourth quarter, a score, Botkins 38, Coldwater 37. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
2 minutes and 37 seconds left. We've got a good one here. Girls basketball on NKTelco Sports. Cavaliers going to come out and press, Jeremy.
Try to pick up the pace here, see if they can return the favor a little bit. Maurer got it down the sideline quick. The Trojans have done a nice job switching up their pace. They've usually played with a real up-tempo. Last couple possessions have been patient, taking their time, and got some great looks. They just couldn't get them to go down. Mulaney Maurer missed a couple of them in close.
Coming up on 2 minutes, 1 point lead. Botkins has 6 team fouls. Coldwater has 5. As always, foul situation will become a factor as we're about to go under 2 minutes as the Trojans handle the basketball. Into the lane, Maurer. And this Maurer will get a hand on it. And Botkins with 1:57 will inbound it. Dosick will have it. Back out to Maurer. Flatfoot will shoot the 3. Got it. Oh.
That's a big shot right there by Janelle. Last year she shot almost 40% from 3, Dave. So she's very confident and very capable of doing it. She just picks her spots.
Into double digits. Flatfoot with 10 points. That gives Botkins a 4-point lead. Inside it goes Rissmiller. Double team. Shot's going to go. Boy, she made that one easy. We've got a timeout. It's going to be a full timeout. 2-point difference. 1:25 to play in this one. Our score, Botkins 41, Coldwater 39. You're watching basketball of a high school variety on NKTelco Sports.
We are here, and here, and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Unpack your potential with a career at Pratt Industries. Working at Pratt Industries is more than a job. It's a sustainable career.
Pratt Industries to me is a job. It's my career. It's the way I put food on my table, but I love what I do.
We offer competitive pay, excellent benefits, and opportunities for career advancement. To apply, visit careers.prattindustries.com.
Riley Rissmiller's bucket cuts it to 2, and Botkins' lead is at 41-39 on that First National Bank first scoreboard. Great high school basketball action here from Botkins, Trojans, and Coldwater Cavaliers. Doing battle. Trojans had the big lead in the first half. Now it's just a tight one. Maurer's going to go all the way up court. She'll get it to Dosick. Maurer will come back to the basketball. Paul has it out front. Clock coming up on a minute to go in this one. Steinke is on Paul, and there's timeout, Botkins. Boy, just before the jump. That's a very good timeout.
That's a full timeout.
That'll be a full timeout. So with 64 seconds left in this one, we'll take a break again. Our score, Botkins 41, Coldwater 39, you're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
1:04 to play in this one. 2-point difference. Botkins with the lead and the basketball. Flatfoot inbounds it to Mulaney Maurer. Maurer goes to the left hand, gets it over to Dosick. Dosick comes out front. It's going to be tipped out of bounds by Wenning.
Trojans want a foul on that and probably have a right for a complaint there a little bit. Joe Dosick was kind of mugged coming across there.
I think they want the foul.
I think that's what they're complaining about. I think Coldwater was trying to foul.
Here comes Maurer right down the lane, wide open, and shot just doesn't go. Tipped out of bounds by Coldwater. That's rebound there.
Substitution back into the game
off of the Cavaliers. Orange and black for Coldwater as Botkins will toss it in.
Out of that box set here.
48 seconds, Jeremy. Dietz. Back over to Dosick. Flatfoot. Dietz again. Paul. Wenning. There comes the reach and the foul. They took a good 17 seconds or so off that clock.
Nice job on them offensively. They've done a nice job since about 3 minutes and 50 seconds, Dave. They've been running this kind of offense here. For the Lady Trojans, they're probably looking to get in. Lydia Dietz' hands, she's shooting 100% from the free throw line. Camden Paul shooting 75. Those are probably the two young ladies they're looking to get it to. They'd like to keep it in their hands.
Dietz has the basketball. Cavaliers going to have to foul.
They got to make a decision here pretty quickly.
Right there as Rissmiller comes out. Lydia Dietz is going to go to the line with 14 and a half seconds.
Yeah, that's who you probably want on the free throw line is Lydia here. Now, she is only 2 for 2 on the year. They ran a lot of time off that clock.
Dietz, free throw is too hard. Wenning with a rebound. Up court, Loigers. We're tied. 7 seconds. Clock is coming down. Maurer. Oh, there's the foul. 1.4 seconds. And Jenna Loigers draws the foul. How about this for a finish?
Wow. She just made a great play, just attacking the rim there to tie it up. And then I think she saw that ball coming across there and thought she was going to get one. And Camden just kind of stepped right in front of her going to the ball.
Ball with the free throw. Got it.
Clutch.
That's 4 out of 5. Well, she came into the night 3 out of 4 at the line. 75% free throw shooter. Second one. Yeah. 2-point game, timeout, Coldwater. We're going to keep it right here. Paul has 18 points, but I don't think there's any more important points or the last 2. And boy, what a clutch bit of free throw shooting as Paul hits the 1-and-1.
She was carrying them offensively in the first half. She had 14 in the first half. Kind of went quiet. I think she had their first bucket in the third quarter and has been real quiet for them this whole third and fourth quarter. And then with 1.4 left, walked to that free throw line like she'd done it 100 times and knocked her down.
Let's see what the Cavaliers draw up.
The Trojans want to keep this in front of you no matter what.
Somehow it's got to get the Loigers in my mind, or perhaps Wenning. Wenning's going to have it. Here it goes. It's on target, but it's not quite long enough. And our final score, Botkins comes up with 43. Cavaliers 41. We come back with our recap and our final stats. You are watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Whether you do business from a corner store or a corner office, there is one asset your business cannot do without: the internet. Everything from sales and marketing, training and shipping, PR, HR, and R&D, your business relies on a fast, reliable, and secure connection. And now, it's more important than ever to partner with an internet provider you can trust. Get Flight Fiber for Business, backed by local tech support from NKTelco. Call today.
Exciting win for the Botkins Trojans as Camden Paul hits 2 free throws with 1.4 seconds remaining in this one to lift Botkins to their 4th win in 5 starts on the season and knock off the Coldwater Cavaliers. Cavaliers now 2-3 overall. Botkins will now play Jackson Center on Saturday in the next contest. Trojans jumped out to a 27-18 halftime lead. They led by 1 in the first quarter, 11-10. Then in the third quarter, they saw their lead, which was as much as 10 points, shrink to only 1 at the end of the third quarter. Fourth quarter action saw Cavaliers take the lead very briefly, but they tied it up on a Loigers bucket with just, 7 seconds or so left. And that tied it up at 41, and then Paul is fouled by Loigers as she thought, I think they were going for an intercepted pass there with just 1.4 seconds left. So Paul goes to the line, hits a cup. That's about as big a one-on-one as you get in high school basketball.
You know what? But if you're Tyler Carson, you're looking at Camden Paul, and you're thinking, this is one of my leaders. She came back. She was honorable mention All-SEAL last year. Camden's an all-district player in soccer. I mean, player of the year in the WSL. You probably don't have a better one you want to step up there than Camden Paul. And she knocked him down as true as the true can get. There was no rim, nothing. Knocked him down, and great job and great finish of her. She ended up with 18 points tonight.
Let's take a look at our final numbers here, all brought to you by Wagner's IGA.
For the Coldwater Cavaliers there, they finished tonight with 10 turnovers. They were 15 for 28 from the field for 54%, 3 for 7 from 3 for 43%, and 6 of 7 from the free throw line for 86%. They were led in scoring by Jenna Ligers with 12. Keller had 4. Becca Wenning had 7. Claire Steinke had 6. And Riley Rissmiller came in averaging 17.5 a game, had 4. For the Lady Trojans.
That's a great defensive job right there.
And hats off to young Kennedy Dosak and Janelle Plattfoot, who were the two who were in there manning her, taking on her most of the night. And great job by those two young ladies. For the Lady Trojans, they had 10 turnovers on the night, 15 to 43 from the field, 35%, 8 for 23 from 3 for 35%, and 5 for 6 from the free throw line for 83%. We talked about Camden Paul's 1-1 with 1.4 there. She was true. Camden Paul finished with 18. Lydia Dietz had 6. Both of those off threes in the first half. Mulaney Maurer had 7. Janelle Plattfoot had 10 on the game, 8 in the second half, and a big 3 with about 45 seconds to go. And then Delaney Pitts had 2. Kennedy Dosak had 0 points, Dave. But what an impact on the game that young lady had.
Yep, played some strong defense as Rissmiller had a difficult night all throughout from the beginning to the end.
Yes. And almost to the point where it felt like Kennedy had almost frustrated her to the point. She was struggling to get the basketball. And all defense of Riley, they just could not get her to the basketball because of Kennedy was keeping her so deep in that lane and was playing in front of her and did a tremendous job.
And I want to correct myself. The Botkins Trojans will play Thursday at Fairlawn, and then they also come back. Also on the road, they'll play at Elida on Monday, December the 12th. So Fairlawn and Elida are the two next opponents for the Botkins Trojans, who are playing some pretty good basketball under Tyler Carson.
That Thursday game for Botkins Trojans fans is a varsity only at Fairlawn. That'll start at 6 o'clock. There's no JV game for that one. You're exactly right, though, Dave. To get back to that point, Tyler Carson's got his team at 4-1 on the year now and playing some real nice basketball. Like you said, they play that up-tempo pace. You know, a year after you lost not only Carmen Euchre, but you lost Boston Paul, who both of them played every game from freshman to senior year on. They played almost 100 games of basketball. And Aaliyah Johnson, who was a 3-year starter. So you came in and you're resetting things here, and you're off to a 4-1 start and probably the shortest 5 on the floor every game.
Yep, 4-1 the Trojans. So only loss there to Fort Laramie, but good start for the Botkins Trojans. Like to thank all of our sponsors here tonight. Oh, we don't want to forget our player of the game, brought to you by NKTelco. Almost went on, and I think we got to go with the top.
Yeah, we got to go with the top.
Those free throws.
Big, aren't they?
Those were a little bit big. So I already wrote down Camden Paul as our player of the game. We can go back later on and discuss the merits of a few of the other players that had great games. But Camden Paul, 18 points, but hitting that 1-and-1 that wins it. She's our player of the game, brought to you by
And you're exactly
NKTelco.
right, Dave. And it was the 18 points and the way she does it, you know, coming in there. And we also talked about it, 18 points. How many times is she getting her hands on the ball out there defensively? And she is kind of a little bit of the catalyst to not letting Coldwater get into their offense, because her and Dee Dee Pitts are out there 60-some feet from the basket, just making life a little bit miserable on the guards out there for Coldwater.
Yeah, and you also looked to the two other players who played some defense, and Dosick and Flatfoot. Take Rissmiller out of the game. That's a big factor also, but I don't know. Paul,
Camden Paul, when you knocked him down at 1.4, you automatically moved to the top of our list.
That's right.
Lady.
That's right.
You know,
she's our player of the game, and all brought to you by NKTelco. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors for tonight's game: Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Climate Technologies, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Pratt Industries. Winners Meats at NKTelco. Our keys to the game tonight brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank, Think First. Starting lineup sponsor, Emerson Climate Technologies. Timeout sponsor, Precision Strip. Player of the game brought to you by NKTelco. Additional sponsors, Burke Petroleum, Chiltech LLC, Cy Schwiedemann Incorporated, Dickman Supply, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Park National Bank, SecureComp, St. Henry Bank, and Wilson Health. And tonight's game will be replayed on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503 Thursday, December 15th at 9 p.m. and Sunday, December the 18th at 5 p.m. That's Thursday the 15th at 9 p.m., Sunday the 18th at 5 p.m. Definitely worth a second look. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. Final score once again, Botkins 43, Coldwater 41. I'm Dave Helmstetter. With me tonight, Jeremy Plyman. And you have been watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.